All right, where do you guys want to start besides the weather?
Did you look at that game as a little more of an aberration with your shooting, or credit to Iowa State, or a little bit of both?
I think first, only having 8 turnovers against them up there, one of the best teams at forcing turnovers, is outstanding. And then so the next thing is shot quality. And there's some games where you look at it and you miss a lot of good looks, and other games where you didn't get good looks. We had a lot of good looks. Probably need to do a better job mixing up and trying to get to the rim more, where we could get fouled a little bit more and get to the free throw line, because we had good threes, but we shot a lot of them.
Scott, I guess, what do you see from Cincinnati? They've lost a couple to open league play, but obviously a good team.
Yeah, it's typical Big 12 game, and that is you can play well and lose. They've been a top 25 team for a good reason. I mean, their 4 and 5 are as athletic and as good as shot blockers and finishers as you'll find tandem in college basketball. Their wings are really good scorers, and their point guards can really defend and really are athletic and can push the pace. So it's a really good team that didn't play bad in either game. Just K-State and Arizona played really well too.
Obviously, Norchad's been great for you guys all year. Do you want him shooting 7 threes?
Yeah. I think every game you go to, you have to come up with a different game plan. And going into that game being shorthanded, and Iowa State's defensive scheme, we knew that that was a game we were going to have some threes, and Norchad's too good to take that many, but in that game, we didn't mind him shooting as many. As a coach, you feel bad because he actually made the second most shots of anyone on the team this summer from 3 or for outside of 15 feet, and he did it at a high percentage. So I thought he was going to go 5 for 7 or 4 for 7 because he had some great looks. And as a coach, you want guys to be able to show what they've worked on and improved on. But Norchad's a great teammate, and he knows the importance of balance. And if he shoots 11 shots, he won't have 7 threes again. I know that. That's just because God gave him such an ability close to the rim to be elite.
Looking at Lukosius on Cincinnati, I believe at one point he was shooting like 50% from 3. I think that's fallen down a little bit. 6'8" guard. How do y'all run him off the line, and how do y'all defend that length and athleticism?
Who are you talking about?
Lukosius for Cincinnati.
Yeah. He's somebody that you're familiar with because he was there last year, and he's one of those guys that is not only a really good three-point shooter, but someone makes really big shots and made a lot of key threes last year for him. So he's somebody that we know all about, and definitely got to make it as tough as you can on him. At the same time, at 6'8", him and Skillings, and I think Skillings, people say 6'8" now too. They do a great job and with their length being able to get them off. So try to make them as tough as possible on them, and pray they're missing.
Just 2 days off, then getting right back at it against Cincinnati. After a game like that in Ames, are you excited about that kind of quick turnaround, or does it pose any kind of troubles to try to get back on track, or kind of just how do you address that quick turnaround?
This Big 12 play, sometimes you get Saturday, Monday turnaround. Sometimes it's Saturday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Sunday now. But it's just a great opportunity in the Big 12 to be able to play such quality opponents night in and night out. And as a coach, you don't have to motivate people because they see them on TV, and you show a couple clips of them, and they're like, dang, they're really good. So that's Big 12 basketball. That's what's made our league over the last decade the best league, is that there's no off nights.
You've kind of touched on this already, but just how dangerous can a team that's lost 2 in a row in the Big 12 be? I know you personally haven't lost 3 in a row many times, if more than 1.
Mm-hmm. I tell you, this league, the highs are so high and the lows are so low because you put so much into each and every game. I know with us coming off a loss and we have a home game, we know the importance of protecting the Foster, and to be honest, we always consider and try to spend more time on what we can control, and that is being at our best to defend our home court.
And then with VJ, obviously he didn't show up much in the stat book as far as offensively. Are y'all looking to get him more involved? Is that something y'all need on the offensive end?
No, I mean, Utah is our leading scorer, and we like that better than – but you know what? Shooting's the one thing that you can't control. As a coach and a player, you can control taking the right shot, and then after that, some nights you're going to make them, some nights you're not. When you're not making them, you got to do a better job of getting to the glass. You got to do a better job of getting stops and getting easies on the other end. Might have to turn down some and try to look to get to the rim more, or get fouled more. So every game is a learning experience. You look at it for a lot of our guys, it's only their second Big 12 game and their first Big 12 road game. So again, a lot to learn, and I mean the margin of error is so thin. You take out two players in a rotation. That I mean, at the end of the day, that's real.
Well, and speaking of that, when did those guys hurt their ankles, and what are their status for tomorrow?
Yeah, at the end of the Utah game, Jalen tweaked his. It's not bad, and he's doing a good job rehabbing, and we're praying he's back sooner rather than later. Don't know if he'll play tomorrow. Langston been it's that reoccurring ankle injury from his surgery. So, I mean, that's been a 10-month process or whatever. And I know with break and extra rehab, he's feeling better. And at the end of the day, praying to get both of them back, because we know in the Big 12 especially, every night you got to have as many weapons as you can, and those guys are great weapons, and most of all, they're experienced too. I mean, one's fifth year, one's a fourth year player.
Would they still be day to day, or?
Yeah. I mean, we're praying it's the Sooner day today.
You mentioned the Big 12. Obviously, you go into every game, game planning to win that particular game. In the big picture, I mean, you kind of hit on it. You got to protect your home court, and then try to steal a few on the road. Is that how you kind of look at it, or?
I mean, really, you try to win every game. You come up with a game plan to win every game. You pour everything into it, and you're dejected. It is all get out once it's over. But part of the Big 12 is short-term memory. If you have a great win, you have a bad loss, it doesn't matter. It's on to the next game. So statistically, analytically, that's normally been the secret to success, is you win your home games and split on the road.
Following up on kind of Langston and Jalen being out last game, I mean, how difficult does that make it on you and the guys on the floor when there's a 7-man rotation out there?
A lot of things you have to change. Your offense, defensive schemes. I mean, we didn't run as much as we like to run. We didn't press as much as we like to press. I mean, a lot of things change when personnel changes. So, again, the good thing is both of them are trending in the right direction, and hopefully they're back sooner than later. And you're going to have injuries. It gives people an opportunity to step up. You hate having multiple people, because that makes it really hard.
Obviously, a tough one for you guys as a team in Ames. What did you take out of that you can learn from and maybe flush?
Well, we definitely flushing it, trying to get past it and flush it. But we definitely know, just as a team, we just gotta help each other get better shots and just make the right plays moving forward. That's what I'm saying.
How difficult was that with a short rotation, playing in a team like Iowa State with two of your top bench guys not able to play?
It was really tough not having them. I mean, Jalen, everybody knows what he brings, just with his shot-making ability, and then rebounding and defending. And then not having Langston, who plays hard, plays tough, and makes shots. So not having them two was really crucial for us.
Had a couple of true blue road games against top opponents. What do you think y'all have to do down the stretch to maybe steal one of those when y'all go on the road in Big 12 play?
Definitely just stay together the whole time throughout the ups and downs of the games, because it's always going to be ups and downs no matter where you're at. So just staying together and staying as a team.
Kind of mentally, how do you go about flushing the game like that when you have another one in just, a couple of days like that? How do you not let it get to you and let snowball into another loss?
Definitely just going to watch the film and then just seeing what you could have did better and seeing the things you did wrong, and then just getting back in the gym and just working on things as a team and together.
What are you seeing on film from Cincinnati?
On Cincinnati,
Yeah,
just
Cincinnati.
that we'll be able to get a lot of open shots and just P2s and things like that, and then just we have to defend at a very high level because they have some shooters and stuff.
You got some good looks the other day. Obviously, it was a tough shooting game for you and for a lot of guys. As a competitor, do you go, man, I can't wait to get out there again to basically, show that you can shoot it?
Yeah, definitely. Right after the game when we got back, the next day back in the gym, just trying to work on it. So definitely being a competitor, just want to, upset with myself a little bit, but just flush it and move on to the next one for sure.
Anybody else for Rob? Moving Jeremy up.
Coming off the bench early, what has that been like for you in your career? And I don't know, how have you adjusted to doing that?
Last year at my Ver, I came off the bench some games because we had 6 people that started, so it wasn't that big of a difference for me. And then just having older guys that I can look up to and just learn from, it definitely helps, I would say.
Jeremy, obviously a tough one in Ames. What did you feel like was the issue the other day? Because y'all got good looks. It just is it one of those nights where just shots weren't falling as a team?
Like you said, I think we got good looks. I think we got 15 uncontested threes and shots that we usually make, but can't really harp too much about it. Some days shots don't fall. That just happens to the best of you. You just got to come back and flush it. Don't worry about it too much, and just worry about the next game. Our next game is Cincinnati, so just come back, regroup, lock in on them, get the personnel, get the scout, get the scheme, and then just take care of business tomorrow.
As the point guard, when a guy like Norchad is struggling from out there, do you just keep going to him, knowing that eventually he's gonna knock down some of those 3-pointers?
Norchad, he's a good shooter. So I trust him when I pass him the ball. He has an open look. I got the utmost confidence in him to make that. Obviously, nobody really made shots in that last game. So. Just got to, like I said, just got to get back in the lab and just really flush it, and can't really harp on it too much. The past is the past. Can't control what happened in the past, and now we just have to really just control what we can control, and this is coming back and prepping for Cincinnati. So,
in a game like that where Iowa State seems like it keeps rolling people out, was it hard, or how hard was it not having a 7-man rotation, not having a couple of those bench guys?
I don't want to say it was tough. It was really next man up. I feel like we had a great group of guys. The rotation, I feel like the rotation was good. We got the looks that we wanted. Just didn't fall. And Iowa State's a good team. We're playing them on the road with 6 dudes, so can't really harp on who you didn't have, who you wish you could have had. You just got to go out there and battle with the guys you did have. And I think we had the best. The best 6, 7, whatever that may be, to get that win. Obviously, we didn't do that, but I felt confident in the group that we had. So,
you talk about getting some looks that you guys wanted. Is that encouraging at all to be hey, all we have to do is knock down the shots, and you have the confidence that you guys are going to be able to do that next time around?
Yeah, I don't want to just put that all on the shots. I don't want to put that just all on the shots. We could have done some other stuff better on the defense, and I could have been better personally. Just leading everybody, just getting everybody where they need to be in their right spots and stuff like that. So obviously the shots hurt that we didn't make hurt, but can't just harp on that and say that was the reason why we lost. We still we held them below their season average, but still got to tighten some stuff up on the defense, and now just got to be better too. So.
And then after a game like that, is there any extra excitement to get back out there and get that sour taste out of your mouth and get playing again?
For sure. Every time you lose, you want to get back right out on the court and get back in the win column. Obviously, in the Big 12, it's not like you have top ranked and then you're playing somebody that's not so everybody's good. So it gives us a good chance to go back out there and just get back in the win column and keep moving forward.
long athletic guards for Cincinnati. What are you seeing on film about how y'all can defend them properly come this game?
How we can defend them?
Yeah.
Just make it tough for them. Just do what we have to do. Me setting the tone defensively, ball pressuring, making sure keeping guys in front, knowing who the shooters are, knowing who's driving, knowing who's cutting and stuff like that. I mean, they got a big dude. They love to throw lobs too. That's definitely a factor. But just got to go out there and do what we do, not focus on what they do, but just really focus on what we got to do.
Obviously, you're only 2 games into this Big 12 season. You came from a really good conference in the ACC. What are you seeing from the Big 12? Like, how is it similar to the ACC, and maybe are there differences too? Or
I mean, I feel like the ACC is one of the best conferences. Every time in my years, I mean, they're going. A couple of teams are going far in the tournament, whatever. But I mean, I think it's the same thing. Like, you just have an opportunity to play another really good opponent each and every night, and it's not like you can't just take your foot off the gas on any opponent because you will lose. So, I mean, I think that's the same thing in the Big 12. I mean, it's probably a little bit more physical, a little bit more athletes and stuff like that, but kind of the same. I mean, conference play is always tough. It's night in. You play Tuesday, Saturday, sometimes Tuesday, Saturday, Monday. So it's just always a constant go. So something that I prepare for, something that I'm always cognizant of. Even if you start out slow, like, that's not always going to be the narrative the whole year. I mean, it's only January 6th. Like, you would be in a situation now, and everybody's saying how you're doing here in February when you're blossoming and blooming. You on a 10-12 game win streak. So the narrative changes real quick. So I know that. So we just got to keep everybody confident, keep everybody steady. Don't worry, don't harp on these early losses too much.
Anybody else? Awesome. Thanks, Jeremy. Appreciate your time.
Yep.